Greetings and thanks for subscribing to my author offerings. Enjoy this digitally rendered audio version of the episodes of Tangled Threads of Love. FYI, be gentle in your reviews of Minnie's voice. That is yours truly, your author reading Minnie's episodes. Enjoy the story.
Episode 2, Woodstock's Hidden Sanctuary, Liz. Early morning, August 14th, 1969. My palms sweated against the steering wheel as I maneuvered through Manhattan's bustling streets. Among my friends, I was one of the few who knew how to drive. Navigating the chaos of the city was a different beast compared to the ease of my suburban hometown of Long Island. I parked my '61 Mini Coupe at the curb, heart pounding at the sight of Mitch a few paces away, eagerly searching for me. The stress of driving melted away as I studied this captivating man. Cracking the door open, I thrust my arm into the air, my voice cutting through the city soundtrack. "Mitch, Mitch!" He hurried toward the car, slipping into the front seat with ease. The proximity of his body to mine shot a surge of excitement through me. Enthralled by his allure, words escaped me. His impeccable fashion sense, from the Pierre Cardin sweater to the abstract scarf, screamed GQ. His sandalwood cologne lingered in the car, and without his typical fedora, his loose hair made him appear younger than 26. Those espresso-colored waves of his, slightly darker than my toffee-tinted mermaid-length locks, cascaded freely. "Hey," he greeted. Summoning the strength to breathe, I finally responded, "Hey." His gaze traveled around the car, curiosity in his eyes. "Where's all the camping gear you promised?" "I could only fit the essentials. We're picking up Minnie, from the fashion house." Shoving into first gear, I merged into traffic. "Your family's chauffeur should have taken us," I mused, quickly longing to retract such forwardness. We had only known each other for a month, with our sole encounter being the moonwalk party. "That's precisely it," he rescued me. "My father believes I'm on a business trip." "A business trip? Why?" I asked, intrigued. "You can't imagine the expectations placed on me," he continued, "none of which involves attending a hippie fest." "Then why did you say yes when I asked you?" His intense gaze swept over me. "Have you ever seen you?" My cheeks flushed. I couldn't imagine why when I was no stranger to romantic entanglements. Even with my laser-sharp focus on my career, in this era of birth control and free love, I had experienced my fair share of dalliances. Yet, there was something about this man that captured me. Interrupting my thoughts, he changed the topic. "My family could offer financial assistance to the Peter Dinner Fashion House. We specialize in venture capital." Surprised, I stammered, "Oh no, we're doing fine. It's publicly traded. Sure, it's 6%, but this is a bear market. I'm suggesting if there are any expansion plans or future endeavors." He trailed off. "Thank you, I'll inform them. Marlie and Babs handle financial decisions. As the design manager, I have limited influence." I stole a glance at him, finding him gazing indifferently out the window. Approaching the fashion house, I slowed the car, narrowing my gaze at a familiar figure on the sidewalk. "That woman looks like Minnie." "What? It's not your friend?" Mitch questioned, eyebrows furrowing. This transformed woman, appearing to have stolen my friend's identity, dashed toward my car in a flowing bohemian dress adorned with chunky gold jewelry. Her same petite facial features showed even smaller than usual under her full afro. I blinked rapidly, attempting to anchor myself in reality as this reinvented woman hopped into the back seat. Puzzled, I turned to face her. Still idling in the lane next to the curb, the clamor of impatient drivers filled the air. "Better gas it," Minnie said, her voice sounding the same, but with perhaps a nuanced hint of confidence. My foot pressed down on the accelerator, propelling us into the swift current of traffic. I turned my attention to Minnie. "Did your doctor really say it's safe for you to go away for 3 days?" I glanced at her through the rearview mirror as she caressed her growing baby bump affectionately. "I still have 4 months to go. Everything's fine." Mitch turned toward the back seat. "And your husband is okay with all of this?" I shot him a fiery glare, unwilling to tolerate even a hint of male chauvinism. Despite his undeniable charm, I wasn't about to let such attitudes pass unchallenged within the confines of my tiny vehicle. Without Minnie offering any insight regarding her overnight metamorphosis, I pressed onward, my focus shifting to the upcoming traffic. "They say we might encounter some congestion as we near Bethel." The silence droned on until I couldn't take it any longer. Minnie just moved here not long ago. That's right, she acknowledged. I hail from Atlanta, best move ever. Well, only move ever. I met Marlie at the law office I worked at. She rescued me from the humdrum and brought me to this electric city. Physical changes aside, Minnie's same sweetness echoed in her voice. You said your grandparents lived in Atlanta, didn't you, Liz? They did. I spent every summer there. My mind drifted to the summer when I first tasted love. I had my first kiss, a forbidden kiss. My attempt worked. The car filled with the chatter of childhood memories. Finally, after 6 arduous hours, we arrived at the festival site. My car slipped and slid through the muddy terrain, finding a campsite. Minnie, usually reserved, mingled with other campers, shedding her inhibitions. Humph, I murmured to Mitch. I don't know what's come over her. She's usually quiet and reserved. There are more important things to focus on, he interrupted. He spun me around, pressing my back against his chest, holding me in a coiled embrace. His warm breath brushed against my ear and tingles shot through my body. Want to find a secluded spot? His voice, low and seductive, stirred a wave of desire. Yes, please, I whispered, followed by a nod to assure my answer rose above the festival chaos. With our fingers interlaced, we set out on a journey through the enchanting pre-festival wonderland. Everywhere, vibrant colors exploded and the air filled with merriment and soothing melodies. Mitch stopped, nudging his head toward a wooded area on the outskirts of the festival field. With abandon, we pushed through the throngs of people, seeking solace in the sanctuary of concealing trees. We found our refuge against the sturdy trunk of a massive oak where he lifted and pressed me, our bodies molding together in an urgent embrace. Is this what you want? He asked, his voice thick with passion and hunger. My heart thumped wildly. It's exactly what I've been wanting. Without a moment's hesitation, his hand slipped beneath my shirt, tracing the curves of my bare skin. You naughty girl, he teased. No bra, I see. A giggle escaped my lips. It's Woodstock. In this realm of liberation, societal constraints felt insignificant. With a firm grip on the bottom of my shirt, I flung it over my head, exposing my bare chest to the cool air. An exhilarating sense of freedom washed over me. Mitch glanced around. Maybe we should move deeper into the woods. Caution be damned. Take me now, I cried. His hand slipped beneath my skirt, igniting a sharp gasp from my lips. And as he entered me, our bodies merged in a symphony of passion, erasing the world around us and plunging us into a raw intensity. The rest of the festival seemed to blur before my eyes as I floated through the haze of euphoria. The downpours, the delays, and the never-ending lines for basic necessities were mere background noise, incapable of piercing my bubble of bliss. I was thrilled to see my friends Marlie, Jack, Babs, and Sam. Even Marlie freaking out about Minnie's whereabouts didn't damper my happiness. Once Marlie located Minnie and brought her back into the fold, our group fell into the celebration that surrounded us. The festivities stretched beyond the projected Sunday ending. My friends came and went throughout the weekend, creating a dynamic ebb and flow of energy. But on Monday, as Jimi Hendrix took the stage to perform the closing numbers, we all began to gather once again. Where's Minnie? Marlie's sharp voice cut through the air. My heart sank as a new dread hit me. We had made a pact to regroup at my campsite after Jimi Hendrix's performance. His rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner had entranced us all, and lost in the whirlwind of talent and chemical indulgence, I had forgotten to keep count of my friends. Minnie hadn't returned as promised. Panic surged through our group as we frantically scoured the festival grounds, enlisting the help of passers-by. With each passing minute, nightfall crept in, casting an ominous shadow over our search. Finally, we all reached a unanimous decision. It was time to notify the authorities.
Thank you for listening to an episode in the second book in my Transcending Vinyl Series, Tangled Threads of Love. Stay tuned for additional episodes and for various digital audio renditions of my other books. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that like button, and share with your friends. You can also follow me on my website at cathrynlynnpettit.com or follow me on my Ream author subscription at https://reamstories.com/Cathryn Lynn Pettit /public.